Disclaimer: the content provided in this video is for educational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Financial markets trading involves significant risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Past performance is not indicative of future results. You should only trade with funds you can afford to lose. This video is brought to you by Bears, Bulls and Pips, a financial markets trading, education and training institution.
Wagwan, it's Double D, Don Darius, your quintillion coach. I'm not the GOAT, but I fit the description. And well, I'd like to welcome you back to the channel. If this is your first time, please go ahead, leave a like and subscribe if you get any value from this video. Right, so with no long talk, today we're going to be discussing the cycle of doom, right? So a vast majority of retail traders lose money consistently because of this, right? And because of this, and many of them have like difficulty sticking with a trading system. This may be because they're always looking for a new and improved trading system, and yet it is the same system that they will blame when losses are being experienced by the user, right? Which is aka the trader. So ultimately, the vast majority of traders are therefore looking for a solution to the consistent losing, right? But this then ironically is that the solution lies not with the trading system, but with the trader himself. So a vast majority of traders are then stuck in what is called the cycle of doom, right? The cycle of doom is characterized by three phases, right? The first phase is the search. The search now, in this phase, you're basically searching for a trading system, right? It's not important where you find the trading system, be it on a website or one that your homie recommended, like it doesn't matter, right? All that matters is that you find it and that it must appear successful, right? Because phase one is basically complete once you find a trading system that excites you, once you find a trading system that you're excited to trade. That's the beginning of phase one for the cycle of doom, the search, right? Phase two. phase two. Phase two is the action, right? So the action in this phase, then you begin to start trading the system. Wait, you begin to start. Damn. You begin trading the system that you have found through your homie or referral or wherever you found it, right? As long as it was a successful trading system that you found during the search, then you're trading it, right? In phase two. This means that that system you are so excited to trade, right? You're probably not even going to test it before you actually trade it the first time that you do, or however long you do trade it. You're not going to test it because of the evidence that you have found previously in your search for the trading system, right? So searching to you seems pointless, it seems useless, which is a very bad thing. You need to test your system before you apply it to live markets, right? So, but then once you're in the cycle of doom, knowingly or unknowingly, like you're not aware of what you're doing, right? So then after finding this system and not trading it, the proof of you finding this system is so overwhelming that you see no need to trade it, right? It is exciting to trade a new system and not knowing what's going to happen, right? Because when you're trading the new system, you don't know the results that it could produce, but you are aware of the fact that it has produced successful results. And one thing you need to understand in this game is to understand that, hey, past results don't guarantee future performance. So so already you're in a downward spiral, dog. From the beginning of you finding a search, or from you at the beginning going on a search for a trading system that is exciting to you, that you see a lot of people trading, that you see a lot of money in, right? You're not comfortable with it. You just found it and you're like, okay, let me trade it. And then like you're just all over the place. You don't know what you're doing, leading you to take action upon that system because of the results that you had found backing it up. You didn't test the system yourself. You didn't find results for yourself, and you didn't know how you actually acclimatize to the system. You didn't adjust yourself to the system, or you didn't let that system adjust with you. There was no symbiosis, there was no connection. You just found a system that looked successful, then you traded the system, which then ultimately leads you to the last phase of the cycle of doom, which is the blame phase, right? So, in the blame phase, this is the part where you, right, scrap the trading system that you had spent so much time looking for because it no longer produces the profits that you were wanting, right? At first, it did produce profits. Don't get me wrong. You did make money from this, but eventually it stopped making that money, right? And you're like, damn, I'm starting to lose now, right? Because one thing you need to understand about any and all trading methodologies, right? Any and all trading systems, they have a phase where they don't make profit. And that's not because the system is not profitable, no. That's because there's a shift happening in the market and your system has been adjusted to a specific season that the market was in. So now it is time for you to readjust yourself and your system to then allow that symbiosis so that you can interact with the market in a way that is efficient and allows you to rake in as much profit as possible. You get me? So in this last phase, which is the blame phase, you're blaming the system, right? The system looked like gold at first, but now it just looks like painted manure, bro. Right? There's frustration that sets in because man, this system was awesome at first. It was working. I don't know what happened, right? And what happened was that I'm gonna repeat this again. You found a system, or you were looking for a system that was going to produce quick profits. You didn't trade the system, it did not align with who you were, you just saw quick profits. You traded the system, you went into action. When you went into action to trade that system, it did make you money, but it didn't make you long lasting money. It didn't allow you to produce consistent profit, it was quick profit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe from a 3 month span, that system was awesome for like the first month, right? It was awesome for the first month. You made so much money, but the second and third month was like you going into a downward spiral because now the market has shifted. You are failing to realize that the market has shifted and you need to readjust your system and yourself so that you can interact with the market in a manner that allows you to identify the most profitable opportunities. You understand? You failing to recognize that then leads to the blame part, the blame phase, where now you're blaming the system, whereas it is you, the user of the system, that needs to be aware. You are the one that's making the profit, not the system. The system is merely just a tool to allow you to extract profit, right? So, this this drawdown phase that your account experiences causes you, or not your account, yeah, this drawdown period that your account experiences as a result of the trading system that you are applying in the market causes you to lose faith in the trading system, which then allows or forces you to go back to phase one, which is the search, where you're going to go looking for a new system that you are not going to backtest, a system that you are not going to have confidence in because it's something that you saw to be profitable. You didn't find the profit in it for yourself. Then you're gonna go and trade that system, applying it the same way that the previous people have applied it, right? Not knowing that there needs to be adjustment in that so that you, as the user of the system, can capitalize on features that maybe others wouldn't be able to recognize because you are using it the way that is best for you, right? You lost sight once again. Once you lose sight and the system produces profit to a point where it's exciting to you, then comes the losses. Then comes the blame phase. And once the blame phase sets in, well then, sucker punch to you, my guy. You're gonna keep repeating the cycle until you realize that it is you, the trader, that makes money. It is you, the trader, that loses money, right? You are the one that interacts with the market. The system, the methodology that you use to interact with the market is just a tool. It is similar to a handyman with a hammer, right? The hammer is useless on its own. It is the handyman that has to use the hammer for the hammer to be useful. You understand where I'm going with this? I'm not talking about hammers, right? So the cycle of doom is only then embodied by the trader who thinks that profits come from the trading system. Profits don't come from the trading system, profits come from the trader. Traders find profits in the market. The trading system is the trader's tool to extract these said profits, right? So the tool is not essential, or is not as essential as the trader's execution. Don't be a victim of the cycle of doom by thinking and assuming that trading systems are responsible for profits, right? So I need you to understand that maybe if you've made it this far into the video, you've probably been living in the cycle of doom. And I wanna tell you today that it is possible to escape from the cycle of doom. It is possible to relinquish the chains that have been put upon you to stay in the cycle of doom. Right? So if you've made it this far into the video, I want to say thank you. Peace and love to you, man. Leave a like. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're finding value in this, man. So as I'm saying, right, you've probably been living in the cycle of doom. Now, living in the cycle of doom is a bad place to be because you're not making money. You're consistently losing money. Yeah, you may make some profit, but you're not making money. You're depositing, you boom, then you bust. Lose all your money and even more. You understand? So, I need you today to understand that, oh, excuse me, it is possible to achieve consistent profit trading. Like, you need to understand that it is possible to achieve consistent profit when you're trading the financial markets, right? The first step toward profitability is to allow yourself to identify the fact that you have been in the cycle of doom. Like, you need to accept the fact that you've been stuck in the cycle of doom. You've been searching for new and improved strategies every once in a while. You've been practicing these strategies, then they make you money for a while, and then you blame them when the money stops coming in. You need to accept the fact that, hey man, this shit has been happening to me, and it's time for me to realize this so that I can see that I've been doing things that are not helping me. So it's time for me to focus on things that are going to start helping me, right? And the cycle of doom, you need to understand, persists because of how the trader approaches trading and not the viability of the system. It's not the system that keeps you in the cycle, it is your mindset. It's your motivation, right? Not your method. It's your mindset and your motivation that keeps you in the cycle of doom. So you need to shift your mindset. You need to elevate your mindset. You need to change your paradigm. You understand? You need to understand that the difference is in the trader, not the trading system, right? You need to recognize and realize that the trading system is not responsible for trading profits or losses. You are. So the best way to counteract or to keep you from going to the cycle of doom once again, or repeating what you've been doing in the cycle of doom, is, this is personal opinion. You need to start trading your own system, right? You need to kind of like make up and add up a couple of concepts, right? Whether it's entry concepts, retracement concepts, liquidity concepts, whatever it is, whatever makes sense to you. You need to put together a trading system that then has concepts that align with who you are and that capture your personality as best as possible so that you can escape and avoid the cycle of doom. You know, it's easier that way because you're trading what is best for you. You're not going to find something that has worked for somebody because of the way that they are and then implementing it in a way that you are. And, then there's going to be that conflict of interest. So you find that you are someone who likes to take long trades. You're the type of person who likes to set and forget the trade. Come back maybe 3 days later and you find yourself in whatever position that you are. Whereas you probably took a system that was quick profits, someone that day trades, someone that's catching the quick reversals or the continuation trends, you understand? So the best way to stop living in the cycle of doom is to trade your own system. That's it, right? Now there's stopping to live in the cycle of doom, and then there's defeating the cycle of doom, right? So it is possible to also defeat the cycle of doom. And well, if you want to trade consistently and produce a consistent income, it may be best for you to then stick to a trading system that you believe in, right? Hence why I mentioned the trading system that was made by you for you. You understand? You understand the risk parameters. You understand why the market does what it does at that point when you apply your system, right? And it's easier for you to recognize that, hey, maybe I'm not the problem. Maybe it's just the market readjusting to the new amount of traders that probably entered the market. So the best way for you to gain confidence in your own trading system is to backtest it, right? The best way for you to gain trading confidence in your trading system is to backtest it. And a simple way to backtest it is an exercise that I'm going to recommend to you that I got from my mentor, Mark Douglas. Yo, Mark Douglas was or is something called sample sizing, right? So, how you're going to go about implementing this exercise is saying that, okay, maybe for a specific amount of time, like maybe say 90 days. For 90 days, you're going to be tracking your trades, right? You're going to be maybe trading, or maybe, let's say, no, maybe I'm explaining it wrong. Look at it like this. Sample sizing is basically you saying for the next 90 trades, not 90 days. For the next 90 trades, I'm going to be identifying a specific criteria that the market has to present to me for me to take a trade, right? After that, or after that event has occurred, or after the specific criteria that I've stated has been reached by the market, then I take the trade. Then once I've taken the trade, you journal and document the process of the trade, as in the entry, the progression of the trade, and the exiting of the trade. Then you write that down. Then for the next 90 trades, you repeat that same cycle, identifying the same setup, and you understand. Eventually you gain confidence and see that, okay, for the last 90 trades I've stuck into these specific rules, right? Or I've stuck to these specific rules. Having stuck to these specific rules, the market has reacted differently to the rules that I have set. I didn't change anything. The market is the one that changed. So as the market was changing, when I applied my strategy, I capitalized in times when the market was actually right for me to implement that strategy. And if it didn't work out, you'll see that, oh, okay, it wasn't me that was wrong. It was just the wrong time to apply the strategy, or it wasn't the time for my strategy to work. That's the nice thing about sample sizing. That's the nice thing about back testing. You see that, okay, out of 90 trades, maybe 75 of them are going to be winners, and then the last 15% are going to be losers. Or 45% of them are going to be losers, and 35% of them are going to be winners. Like, it, it varies, but as long as you know that my winning positions can cover 4 times my losing positions, then I'm okay. right? And I'm okay. So this video is just basically about escaping the cycle of doom, a cycle that a vast majority of traders are in. And uh, this vast majority that I'm talking about is retail traders. This vast majority that I'm talking about is like the beginner traders, the intermediate traders, the people that have a vision for trading but are stuck in a cycle that they themselves don't know they're stuck in. And this video is just basically to outline that, hey, you're not alone. We've been there, we've done that, we've found solutions, and here it is on a silver platter on YouTube. It's easy like that. If you found any value from this video, please go ahead, leave a like, and if you take any value from this, subscribe because we've got more coming on the way. It's been real. Don Double D Darius, your quintillion coach. I'm not the GOAT, but I fit the description. Assalamu alaikum, and I'll see you in the next one. Haha.
Disclaimer. The content provided in this video is for educational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Financial markets trading involves significant risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Past performance is not indicative of future results. You should only trade with funds you can afford to lose. This video is brought to you by Bears, Bulls and Pips, a financial markets trading, education and training institution.